Hello. I am back. So we're gonna just get ready to jump right back into Spyro. Also, I'm gonna be taking a break from Crash 1 because, goddamn, last when I played it, I had no fun with it. I want to play games that I have fun with, and Crash 1 just kept pissing me off. So we're gonna just. Why did it open there? Open over there. Oh, let me reset the console. Yo, can this go away? But I'm gonna be just streaming on Twitch for at least an hour. So yeah. Because last time I played Crash, when I played Crash last week, we're just gonna fucking jump in. I almost erased all my progress, but thankfully I didn't because I seen the overwrite thing. So I'm actually getting close to beating the Resident Evil 2 remake. Oh my god, shut up, phone. Do I need to turn you on fucking silent mode while I fucking stream? There's this motherfucker. Good old one. The 1-2 will do it. Ow. I'm gonna just put the camera back behind me. So, I think the schedule's really working for me in terms of, like, streaming. Because, like, I have more time to manage.
Dry Canyon rewards good gliders. You are a good glider, eh, Spyro?
I was born to glide.
Spyro didn't sound too thrilled about that. But, I'm honestly liking this new schedule. Once a week, though. Because there would be times, like, I'd be saying, man, what could I do for the next stream? I am going to return to Fatal Frame soon, actually. I may return to that next week. Because I actually made progress. So, if you remember when I last played Fatal Frame, I was stuck. I was stuck on a scene. where you have to fight this little kid inside this area. Nope, not high enough. So basically what I did is I basically finished that portion. I went back and got some help. One, two. But, Crash 1's being dropped for now. As I said earlier, one, I want to play games that I actually have fun with. And Crash was not one of them. But there is something else I'm going to talk about. Twitch has this thing where if I wanted to stream Multiversus again, you could actually, like, join me in the fight. You can come and join me in fights with a Twitch extension. With an extension through Twitch. And then you could basically test your skills against me. I honestly think that's cool. And it's even built into Multiversus. So for all the Multiversus streamers, it makes it easier to get matches, basically. I should have set that up when I played Multiversus that one day, but I didn't. And now I kind of wish I did. Because that would have been awesome. Like, to get all sorts of people in on a fight. Give me that egg back. Son of a bitch. Got it! But, like I said earlier, I'm only going to be streaming for an hour. Because I may just set it for an hour. I may change my schedule a bit to where it says, like, hey, this is not going to be like a 4-hour stream. This is just going to be for an hour. I may make it to where it says like an hour and 5 minutes or something. Because that's the one thing I do have to say is good with Twitch. It's definitely not Twitch support. Even though probably just saying that put me on a list of like people they want off the platform just for saying that. Which, if I do ever get banned off Twitch, I'll just go to YouTube. I'll just go to YouTube and fucking stream. But that's like worst case scenario. To where if like something does ever happen to my account, I'll just pick it up from on YouTube. Like, just continue streaming on YouTube. Worst case scenario, basically. Ivor.
Is that you, Spyro? Are you the young dragon I've been hearing so much about?
How? You're a stone.
Puffy Smoke. We've known,
You've known?
I forget.
Okay. How many dragons are in Dry Canyon? 4. Alright, so I just have to find one more. But, I've also been playing a lot of Tower of Fantasy recently. Such a fun game, though, man. Like, the story's kind of mediocre, but overall, it's a fun game. Look down there. Look at that. I have to go face all those guys. Like, and there's also, like, a shit ton of... Oh, ow. Thankfully, that gives me a lot of, like, gems. Alright, get out of there. And also, I do like that the gems just roll around on the ground. They don't just, like, hover. That's something nice. Like, that's a little pleasant change. Like, when they're on the ground, they don't just hover there like every other game. It just stays there for a second and just rolls around on the ground. I know they had to do something to, like, you know, video game-esque with the collectibles. But they could have easily just made this, like, the Mario coins or some shit where it's just, like, they just hover and spin around in a goddamn rotation forever. Now, I already know I'm not going to be able to make that. Now, from up here, maybe. Okay, no. But, fuck! But the thing is, I honestly really like this game. This is such, like, a little time capsule that it's just fun. And it's not like Crash 1, at least, where the controls are so goddamn shit. The controls in this game actually work. Because with Crash 1, I was fighting with the controls for half that stream. Which I shouldn't have to do in a goddamn game. With Fatal Frame, its control scheme makes sense because it's trying to do what Resident Evil does. And it does it fairly well for PS2. Even Resident Evil 4 or Catwoman. All of these games at least had a plus. Catwoman was just so dumb that I ended up having a shit ton of fun with it. Which I do plan on returning to Catwoman soon. I said I probably will never return to that game. I lied. I was lying. Because one, when you see me struggling, that wasn't me, like, getting pissed. Like, that was me, like, what the fuck? This is so dumb. Because honestly, Catwoman as a game isn't terrible. It's just not well designed. Like, if I say, because it was made by, like, what, EA or something? Not every company was basically like a THQ during this time. Because THQ, if they were given the rights to the Catwoman, the game, because, like, THQ back then was just movie tie-ins, basically. I think EA worked on it, but I'm not completely sure. I'm not entirely sure who worked on it. I'm gonna just take a wild guess and just say it was EA. I'm gonna just take a wild guess and just plead naive stupidity. There's my last dragon, fucker. But, yeah. Jesus, I was gonna fly back. I actually watched the Gamescom stream when that, like, the first night, opening night stream. There was only, like, 2 games that I was somewhat interested in, which I was really disappointed with every other game on in that stream, because I was expecting to see something about fuck. But what we ended up getting with that stream, we got the reveal for Dead Island 2, which that is pretty cool, and Sonic Frontiers. Those were the only 2 games that I fucking cared about in that whole damn stream. While they were too busy showing off Pokemon Car. Yes, that was an actual thing in the stream. If you didn't watch it, go back and watch, like, because I think the stream is still up to watch on YouTube. But Sonic Frontiers kicked off the stream, basically. And it was basically like its swan song. Too early. I wish they would have, like, started with a bunch of the crap, like, Outlast trials. Like, I don't care about the new Outlast game. I love the second game. But I don't think Outlast has as much staying power as something like Resident Evil. Or Silent Hill, for that fact. I just don't think the Outlast games, are as big of horror hits. Because honestly, the first game is very bland. Like, I replayed it. I actually have to replay part of it. At least 40 minutes of it. For footage. But why? I'm not the biggest fan of the series. Like, I bought the second game because it was Outlast 2. And people complained about that game. Like, really? Come on. Outlast 2 was not that bad. Come on. But Outlast 1 is pretty mediocre. Like, the first Outlast game, for as hard as it tries, like, yes, it uses a video camera, blah, blah, blah. Slender uses a video camera. Not that special, guys. But then the second game took it somewhere. Yes, while the mechanic of you gotta change the camera batteries every now and then. That gets annoying. That is one of the most annoying aspects of both games. And if it's in Outlast Trials, which I don't think it'll be because it's not doing the whole investigative reporter type deal as the other two games. But I am going to play it, and I will give my official opinion on it. As one, I know someone out there probably cares what I have to say about Outlast Trials. But overall, I'm not excited for it. It just looks like another game. It just looks like it's going to be another horror game. Where at least the second game took its horror to a different level. And that's kind of why I like that game. Because of how good the horror was. Yes, it had jump scares, but the jump scares were at least, like, unnerving. And it also puts you on edge for the rest of the game. And then the combat, well, actually, it's more of just running away. There was no actual combat in that game, in those games. And if they do combat in this one, I'm going to be confused because none of the other Outlast games had combat for what I remember. They really just had you running away from the enemy and outsmarting them. It never really had you fighting. Because then it would just be Resident Evil or Silent Hill. Another game I'm actually kind of interested in is the new Alone in the Dark game that's coming out. That wasn't shown off in Gamescom, but like, since I'm on the topic of horror, when am I ever going to talk about that game? I actually played one of the Alone in the Dark games recently. It was the 2008 one by Atari. That was awful. There was only one good thing in it, and it had a switching camera's perspective. That the player could choose which perspective they wanted to play in. Obviously, knowing me, I played most of the game in first person, except for the stuff where you have to do, like, tricky parkour type shit. Which I honestly think is really good. I do like that it had a switching camera. That is something really clever and really smart. But the rest of the game was so awful. Because in the game is, like, the main character, Sebastian, Edward Carnby, I think. It was trying to be Alan Wake before Alan Wake. It was trying to be Alan Wake before Alan Wake. And Alan Wake is a way better game. But Edward Carnby in that game, he's trying to be Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil 4. You know, this... Because the design just screams fucking Resi 4. And that's another thing I wish we got some, like, footage of, was Resident Evil 4. The Resi 4 remake. Because I'm so excited for that. I'm a big fan of Resident Evil, and that shit... That shit has me hyped. Because Capcom usually... I haven't seen many bad Capcom games recently. Like, anything below a 60. Like a 60% or even, like, negative reviews in general. You always will have those people that say, the game is good, don't get me wrong, but I just don't like it. Like, I've tried to get into this game. I will honestly respect an opinion that still says, yeah, just because I don't like it doesn't mean you don't have to. You could honestly like whatever the hell you want. This is just my opinion. Feel free to ignore it. Because some reviewers on Steam, at least, because don't trust, like, critics or stuff. Like, don't trust, like, these big critics. Game critics, at least, because they could be lying. I would rather see official user reviews than anything. Like, official opinions from actual people. Because I'll always look on Steam for user reviews. Whether... Because I was looking into, what was it? I think I was looking into the only Fatal Frame game on Steam. Which Konami has surprisingly done something smart and brought back a lot of their games on Steam. I don't know what Konami is planning. I hope it means we're going to get a new Silent Hill game, because they brought back a lot of the old Silent Hill stuff. So, does that mean we may get a new Silent Hill game? I'm not sure. Do I want a new Silent Hill game? Fuck yes! That's one of the many PS1 games I have saved in my folder of, like, games. I would love a new Silent Hill game. That would be fucking awesome. Would I like to see stuff like Castlevania make a return? Yes. But will it? Probably not. It's Konami. I guess their pachinko business is really, like, fallen off. Because they wouldn't do that unless something was happening. Like, come on. This is Konami we're talking about. They would not just willy-nilly just put their games back on Steam without a reason. So either yay, more Purple Dragon. Yes. But, I would like to see a new Silent Hill, but I don't know if we'll ever get it. It's basically just like wishful thinking at this point. Like, oh man, it would be really cool if Konami would show up at, like, a convention at one of these big gaming events and, like, advertise a new Silent Hill that's not a goddamn pachinko machine. Because I'm gonna talk about this for a bit. When Silent Hills got canceled, I was pissed. Along with every other Silent Hill fan, I was pissed. Because Silent Hill is one of those games that I really fell in love with, and it was fucking awesome. Such a good game that didn't deserve getting the shaft by Konami. And this was after so many failed attempts to keep Silent Hill alive.
Incredible glide, Spyro. I thought I'd be stuck here forever with those ugly vultures standing on my head.
What?
Those birds might look tough, but they're pretty tasty. Flame broiled, with a pinch of salt.
Well, that guy at least gave me some advice. He also gave me this key, which I already know where to use it. So, I would like to see like a new Silent Hill, but it's mainly like an 80-20 chance that it's going to happen. 80% it won't happen, and like 20% probably might. But I'm not holding my breath for Konami. Like, Konami is really fucked up, especially in the eyes of the people that really supported their games. Like, I thought Konami, like, when I was younger and a little more stupid, after, like, seeing when I seen stuff like this, I was like pretty pissed. Like, I thought Konami couldn't do wrong. Yeah, once they fired Kojima during the production of Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain. Yeah. Because once they fired him from production of that game, he stuck with it until the game was at least finished. And I honestly have to respect Kojima for that. But fuck you, Konami. You canceled Silent Hills. Would I like to see a new Silent Hills possibly make a return? I don't know if it'll ever be like we would have, what we were promised from Kojima. But in all honesty, yes, I would like to see Silent Hills eventually come out. But rumors have been flying around. Konami's been re-registering the trademark of Silent Hill. Konami's been re-registering that trademark so they keep the rights to it. And also, the director, they're thinking about doing another Silent Hill movie. Which they shouldn't. Stop trying. But, honestly, I kind of would like to see a new Silent Hill. Like, game, at least. I would love a new Silent Hill game that would actually do something good with the franchise. Like, because so far, every game after the PS2 kind of fucking sucks. Like, even the official ones they made, you take it to, like, a fan community to make a game for you. Because honestly, I think the fan community of Silent Hill could probably make a better game than some of the new Silent Hill. Because during the 360 and Xbox 360 era, they were definitely struggling. Like, survival horror was not what it used to be. Because before, you had every, like, PS2 era, you had stuff like Resident Evil 4, Silent Hill 2 and 3 come out, Fatal Frame. You had so many horror games come out around this time, but then it was mainly up to chance. Like, oh man, this looks really cool. Fatal Frame. Like, if I was live and I had a PS2 back in 2002 or 2001, whenever the first Fatal Frame game came out, I would fucking be so happy. To play something like that. But, because it's usually up to chance if a game like that's going to be any good. Usually it's up to audiences, well, the player base at least, and or you. It's up to whether you like the game. Jesus! How many husbands do you have? Ugh. Yeah. Oh, I almost thought there were two of them.
This guy thinks he's so cool. You don't know what it's been like listening to him over and over. But I'll tell you one thing. He should watch his back.
So basically, you gave me a tip on how to beat him. Oh. You just bashed me over the head. Got his ass. Probably gonna die. I did like the music here. Dad. How many lives? Is that my fan? It is. Got your ass, bitch. Die. Oh. Wait, wait. Oh, sure, I'll go up. How many dragons? Only one. So that means I can leave. Well, I'm dead. So that means I could just go ahead and go. Since I already got the dragon that was here. And then I think... that might be it. No real boss fights, it's just... yeah. I don't know if there's any other areas in... wherever we are. No, let me see. Peacekeepers. I don't think there's any other areas. So you know what? I think it's time we move on to the next official area that I'm able to access. Hey, mate. Nice job, Spyro. Magic Crafter's World if you are ready. Oh, hold on. I was supposed to go there. I don't know how many worlds are in each. Magic Crafters. I like how I jump on his head. If this was a Mario game, he'd be dead. Ooh. Alright, Magic Crafters. There's 3. Come here, you fucker. What? Okay. Cunt. Okay.
Welcome to Magic Crafters. I want you to release the dragons, reclaim our treasure, and recover the eggs from those pesky blue thieves.
Oh, looks like they left. Okay. Spyro team racing, guys. Okay. So these enemies can only be taken out like this. Got his ass. Alright. Jesus, that was violent. I, like, knocked that guy 1,000 feet back. I think it was Sparks. But then, apparently a new Crash Bandicoot game was leaked. Someone from my Crash stream whispered to me on Twitch and told me about it. I really... Also, this is just for the future, in case this person is watching. Feel free to just chat. Just use the chat. I don't really want to have to check Twitch whispers all the time. Like my private messages, which I wish I could turn off the option to.
Excellent.
Go ahead, try it.
I wish I could turn off the feature that allows people to private message me, unless it's important, or unless they're one of my mods.
This portal leads to a special place where you can learn to fly. I remember when I was a young dragon, earning my wings.
Learn to fly. Got it.
Spyro does not like listening to people. No, he's kind of a prick. Crystal Flight. I got all the dragons, though. So you know what? I'll do this, and maybe that'll get us to an hour mark. To my hour mark. I think I just have to pass through the rings. See, look at this stuff. It's at least something different. Oh no. Alright, again. Oh, so you actually have to get all of the points. I was wondering, like, why do I keep failing this? Bam. Oh, you could fly faster. Yeah. I'm gonna just try. I'm not so sure of how this will work. So, since these ones are so close by, it's almost impossible to miss them. The arches are a little more difficult. I got bored. Yes! There we go. No. I got it. I got everything. Thank you. Damn it. Did you just hit me? So, Wizard Peak. We'll go here. And then we may just... Because then I may be out of time. Because I got stuff. I got some other shit to do tonight. Plus, hopefully... Because I want to hang out with boys. Ow. Sparks is dead. Oh. Many? 3. I do like the game is so generous with these extra, like giving you the ability to basically just get extra lives. Ow. I do like that. Alright, here we go. Dragon. One of the final dragons. Okay, so they're back at VC, so I'll join once I end the stream soon. So almost to 30. God damn! We're making good progress. But next stream will not be Crash. I don't want to return to that game anytime soon. 26%. I do like the aspect of this game. Wait, what's that way? Because I'm definitely going to join them in a second. Ow. Bam. Motherfucker. Whee! Dead. So I'm gonna join back. I'm gonna join them because I didn't VC with them earlier today because I was tired. That's my only excuse. I was tired.
Thank you for releasing me.
I didn't sleep well. So I'm gonna join them tonight and just hang out. I do like that these guys are just so dumb that they just hit their own, like, people on their side. Guess that's why they have a mallet or club. Damn, 25.
Listen carefully, Spyro. There's a secret area in the artisan home. It is at the waterfall. Try jumping on the stones there.
Artisan home, waterfall. Sounds good.
30! Okay, I got all the dragons here, so I can go ahead and save. And we're almost towards that hour mark. So, I may get ready to end the... Ow! I may get ready to end the stream there. To go. Stay here. Actually, Tuco, I want to... You know, you remind me of Tuco on Breaking Bad. No. You know what? We'll go in here and then I'll end the stream. So then we're at least somewhere. Alright. So we're out of time. Thanks for joining though. I'll see you guys next week. See ya!